Back in. Celtics leading by 14. Here's Bradley. Off. Line with his three. And, well, Detroit shooting 38% from the field. A pretty good showing for them.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Boston's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And he gets it to go.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Pistons trail by 16. Corner shot, and the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his second basket of the night. Boston shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Celtics leading by 14. They grabbed their own miss.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Just a bit of an up and down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant lows.
And the Celtics making a change here. Smart's checked in. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the inside. Here's Olynyk, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Jonas Jerebko.
The Pistons shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Shooting for Boston, Aaron Baines.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for 2.
That one misses. Celtics leading by 16. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
The Achilles heel of this team right now, turnovers.
6 points given away on miscues. They can't afford many more if they're going to cut into this lead.
Here's Smart. Jerebko dishes to Olynyk. Smart wide open. He fires. Drains it from beyond the arc. Smart's got 8. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Boston on top, up 19. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jed Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Out in front at the half is Boston. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
Check. What'd you think about the Pistons?
Barbecue chicken, they were completely overmatched in the low post. I couldn't believe the amount of points they allowed in the paint. Wow, I thought I was out there scoring, playing basketball. They got to switch things up, get some different matchups because they are getting eaten alive. Barbecue chicken.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but let's see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Without question, Avery Bradley displaying his skills today.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Yes, sir. He has had too many uncontested runs to the hoop. But even if the defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. And it's Sullinger in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. We're taking a look at Avery Bradley. His career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Down low. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Morris. Whistle blows, if that's going to be a travel.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His 4th turnover hampering their efforts.
Thomas. The half-court bomb falls off target.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
And Detroit has possession. Following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first
And you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the past 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mookie. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year. Eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And looking at the Morris brothers' careers through last season, the one area they haven't been joined at the hip in is in performance. Markeith has shown steady improvement over his first 4 years. Marcus Morris has had a very up and down start to his career.
And you know, Kevin, Marcus has talent. He has versatility. He just hasn't found his role. It's time for him to step out of his brother's shadow and really establish who he is as a player.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him. Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart. Clark on the floor. Remember that? Stared them down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench, man. He had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers. Bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded.
Here we go,
He was
Boston.
amped up and ready for that return.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going through the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late. But you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sullinger. Jackson, a screen on Johnson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul.
And I bet most people forget that the Pistons did make the playoffs for 8 straight years before this current drought. It's been a long rebuild process for them recently, but I think they're making progress and moving in the right direction.
And for the Pistons, they seem to have a direction and plan now that just wasn't the case before. It won't be easy to get back into the postseason, but I really feel like they are on the right path.
Morris passes to Harris. Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Thomas dishes to Bradley. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
It's been a good one for Bradley. 13 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
He hits the second from the line. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here's Boston now. A big stretch here going 10-2. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And really a fantastic season for
Here we go,
Sullinger
Boston.
last
Now
year.
coming
Really
from the
made
court
some
on
leaps
your
forward,
Celtics
but missed a
Panthers.
lot of time still due to injury.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Johnson kicks to Thomas. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The feed to Crowder. Sullinger with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Sullinger. 16 points for Avery Bradley. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Harris. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Crowder, there's the clear 2-handed slam.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Caldwell Pope. Rebound Boston. Sullinger's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bradley, and he jams it with authority.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right. Here's Drummond, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Crowder, the pass to Bradley. Detroit with the rebound.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Harris misses. The Celtics have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his